know you all saw Beyonce's Grammy performance and all that. But did y'all see the backlash? Like the New York Post article that basically is saying Jay-Z is a poor excuse for a husband because he allowed Beyonce to be on stage and perform provocatively.
First off, I don't think Jay-Z had to allow her to do anything. You know, she's been a solo artist. She's been whining and grinding on stage for years.
Right.
So, if anything, she told him what she was going to do. Do you want to come and be a part?
I just don't think they carry it because honestly, it's like they could do really good things, and somebody will have something.
You mean by women or
by
by
Beyonce
men?
and Jay-Z?
Oh, right.
They could do really good things. They could come on on stage with like both of them come out with a suit on, and you know, and people would still have an issue.
Why he have on a suit when she was half naked?
I mean, it's
and like booty shorts.
Right. Turn up. Like, nah, Jay. But like the reality is, it's like people are going to have something negative to say no matter what. They could go to Cuba for their anniversary and then it's an issue. They can go and have their baby and let her hair grow out naturally and it's an issue for people. At some point you have to just live your life for yourself. I have this money that I work for. I have this life. I have this family that I'm proud of. I'm going to do me. And that's just how they have to be. That's how a lot of celebrities have to be because this whole idea of you have to act this way because of my kids. You have to be this way because of my eyes and I'm sick of seeing you. Who told you to read this?
Exactly.
Who told you to look at these pictures of me and then be disgusted by me being me?
Exactly.
She's always trying to be seen. Well, you went on my shit. You went on my Instagram. You went on my stuff looking at me and then you're disgusted by what I look like and what I do with my family. It's like, that's why she don't care.
One professor actually said that the reason why he allowed her to grind on stage is because when a man allows their wife to do something sexually when they're married, that means he's less invested, which I thought was kind of bizarre to say that you're less invested in a relationship just because you have your wife on display.
I don't think what you see on stage is indicative of what goes on in their household. Like at some point we were talking about the Jamie Foxx thing and how he got up and was saying how she looked good. And it's kind of like a double-edged sword because it's like, yes, she looks good and she's putting herself out there, so he can't be mad about other men oogling her necessarily. But you know, does that mean he's a bad husband to allow her to do that? No, that's what she does. Like you know what you're expecting with the Beyonce show.
Right.
Like it's not a surprise. It's drunken love. It's just like the video.
The problem with Jamie Foxx, the whole Jamie Foxx thing was he said it out loud and kind of said it in a way that was like, Blues Mama is hot, and it's like
everybody try to get at her.
Right, and it's like men can say whatever, but it's as if like if you see me walking down the street and I look good, but I'm with my boyfriend, you should know not to say anything. Well, he's a comedian, so his thing was to just try to get people to laugh. So that's his shtick. But it was disrespectful.
Yeah,
you know,
it was
disrespectful.
and nobody laughed, and then you say it again. and it's worse.
He kept talking over. They're introducing the other songs, the other artists, the other nominees, and he's still talking about it.
And in that like Perv Creek voice, like
exactly. So just sort of think about like the man and woman dynamic. Like, did y'all all see like the fight that happened on Real Housewives with like the men and the women? And I know a lot of people, the women,
the butt whooping, no, the whooping.
Oh, the butt whooping, exactly. But you know, a lot of people were really kind of disgusted. I guess more with like Apollo it seems, and kind of thinking like you have a wife and you have a child, and like you shouldn't be out here being reckless like that. But at the same time, he didn't really start the fight, so it's kind of interesting to me like where the blame is falling, and like everybody's kind of trying to tell their part, but everyone has a different opinion like who's really responsible.
I mean, they're all responsible because they're grown adults.
Exactly. With
like damn near everybody has grown children on that show almost. And Apollo was wrong because the way he didn't need to jump in. Nobody needed to like really, really jump in except for security. And I was thinking when I was watching it, like, where is real security at?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. Like, I think they came in late, like they were trying to let this situation kind of just go however it was gonna go. Apollo didn't need to get into that because literally if a small hit from somebody who's clearly very like, yeah, don't touch it, don't get off her. Like if that sets you off to start punching him and pushing him and like all of that, then you didn't need to get up and do anything. But I felt like this whole situation was Nene's doing. It was also Kenya's doing in a way because if Kenya had never said anything. I don't know if you've been keeping up. Like, she had never said anything about Natalie and Christopher's relationship in the first place, because that wasn't her place and it wasn't her business. It wouldn't have had to be brought up during the Pillow Talk event. But then again, it didn't need to be brought up during the Pillow Talk event.
Right.
Nene was mad at her. And that's something that really bothers me with people. This concept of like, I'm mad at you, and instead of letting it go, I'm going to be vindictive for the rest of the night. For the rest of the night, for the rest of the season, like we were talking about blood, sweat, and heels with the date. It's like, Kenya came late to the event, and Nene was showing out. Nene was, you know, you think you look fabulous, and you don't, like, really mean. And she had apologized like 3 different times, but Nene was still mad, and that's why she brought up the whole event with, you know, with her calling out Natalie's marriage or whatever, and was like, keep it real, now keep it real. And it was, so to me, it was Nene's thing, because and then they let Christopher get up to say what he wanted to say, but when she got up, it was like, nah, sit down, and then it was like, get off me, get up, and then it was chaos. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a mess.
I find it odd that Christopher is his name, right? Mm-hmm. I find it odd that these men are so feminine on the show. Him, Peter, all of them, like, why are you so catty? Like, I found it odd where it was like, you know, I heard Kenya said that you said da-da-da. Why does that matter?
Exactly.
Like, how does that change you and your wife's, or whatever she is, relationship? Mm-hmm. Like, to me, that was mad catty, mad feminine, like, you know what I mean? With these silk pajamas in here, it's just like a lot of like, for real, like, what are we doing?
Right.
The whole thing to me was like, why are you even, a lot of times on that show, I feel like a lot of arguments are like over BS. It's kind of like that whole thing of like, let me invite you out to drink so we can talk about why we're mad at each other.
Yes.
It's kind of like, why are we still arguing?
Exactly.
Like, in real life, like,
I don't invite you to drinks if I don't like you.
Exactly.
I don't sit with you, I don't sup with you, nothing.
Exactly. And I know it's for TV, but it's like, come on now.
But that was right, and that was the point. That was the point, to get everybody in the room, lock them in like they're like dogs. Let's lock all the dogs up in here, throw some meat, and like just watch them tear each other
and
apart.
security wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.